Welcome to Shaowline Studio, where the line between reality and nightmare begins to blur. Every week, we dive deep into stories that twist your mind, chill your bones, and make you question what's real. From true unsolved horrors to dark tales, born from the shadows, each story will stay with you long after the screen fades to black. If you love the feeling of your heart racing in the dark, you're in the right place. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join the growing community of those who dare to listen after midnight. Because here at Shaowline Studio, once you step into the shadows, there's no turning back. We check the wheel wells again, the spare tire area, the underside of the trunk. Nothing. He lifted the trunk carpet and pulled out the spare. There, pressed into the well where the spare sits, was a small, dirty coin with a white face and a little metal ring of a battery slot. It was stuck there with a smear of strong tape that made the air smell like glue. If I hadn't lifted the spare, I never would have seen it. My hands felt numb as he pried it off. The back had a tiny engraving, a serial number, he said. He twisted the face, and the battery popped out. The coin went dead in my hand. I took it to the police station. A woman at the desk wrote down the serial and told me an investigator could send a request to Apple to see which account it was registered to. She warned me it can take time. She told me to vary my routes and call if I got another alert. That night I told myself it was over. Primera. Why is wrong? At 11:52 p.m. the following night, my phone buzzed again with the same gray alert. AirTag found moving with you. Same map. Same trail. I hit play sound and heard a chirp not from the trunk, this time from outside the car. Up front, I pulled into a grocery lot and parked under a bright light. My brother met me there in 10 minutes with a tool kit. We unscrewed my license plate, and when the plate tilted, something slid and hit the pavement with a tiny plastic click. Another AirTag. He looked at me and I saw real anger on his face. We pulled the battery. I could feel my pulse in my throat. The crazy part wasn't even finding a second one. It was what my phone showed when the alert refreshed. It said first seen with you at 6:28 p.m. near. And it named the lot where my car sits while I'm at work. Whoever did this wasn't guessing. They knew where I parked. They had been within arm's reach of my car, probably in broad daylight. I filed a second report. The next morning, a detective called and said they'd added the serials to the request. He asked if there was anyone in my life I was worried about. An ex, a coworker. I told him no. I thought of a customer who watched me leave 2 nights earlier. I thought of an Uber driver who waited a little too long at my curb last month. The more I thought, the worse it got. I stayed with my friend for a week. On the 5th night, my phone buzzed again at 2:11 a.m. Same alert. I was inside her apartment. My car was parked 2 floors below me. I hit play sound, and this time the chirp came from the hallway outside her door. Not loud, just a tiny bird sound. Once, then twice. We opened the door with the chain on. Nothing in the hallway. I stepped out barefoot, heart pounding, holding my phone like a weapon that couldn't do anything. The sound came again, and my friend pointed down. There was a thin, cheap welcome mat outside her neighbor's door. The chirp came from under it. I lifted the corner and found a third AirTag taped to the underside, right where my feet would be. If I stood in front of my friend's door and fumbled with my keys, we took that one to the station too. The desk officer's face went hard when he saw we had 3. He told us they had submitted the numbers, and that if they got account info, they'd let us know. We never got a name. We got an update that the accounts tied to the serials used emails that looked like throwaways. Meanwhile, I changed my job parking routine. I added cameras. I bought different screws for my plate, the kind you need a weird bit for. I thought I was getting control back. 2 weeks later, I found a note under my wiper. No envelope, just a scrap of paper. 4 words in thin black pen. Nice plate. Screws. Lena, my full name isn't on my plates. I don't post where I park. I still don't know who wrote that. I moved 3 months later. I still get spooked when I see a gray apple alert on my phone for anything. Sometimes it's a friend's AirPods, sometimes it's nothing. Once, at 3:03 a.m., I woke up to the exact same AirTag found moving with you alert. The map showed my new street and a dot that settled over my building for 3 seconds, then vanished. I sat up in the dark and listened for a chirp that didn't come. And that was another journey into the shadows. If you felt that chill run down your spine, don't let it fade just yet. There are countless more stories waiting for you in the dark corners of Shaowline Studio. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss what lurks behind the next story. Share this video with someone who thinks they're brave enough to watch alone. And remember, the shadows are always closer than you think. Until next time, keep your lights dim and your mind open. Because here at Shaowline Studio, the darkness is only the beginning.